Alright guys, welcome back to the channel Techado again, and in this video we are going to update you about the new Chinese New Year drop for Sunflowerland, and there are some changes that's going to happen. Some exciting event is happening. It's going to be a 7-day event. It just dropped like few moments back, like around about like an hour or two before. And while we are making this video, there is also a bumpkin wearable drop coming in for 10 SFL. So do not miss out. If you have some cosmetic changes that you want to do to your NFT item, you can actually do it. So let's quickly jump in and head over to desktop live scene. So to know whether your like what stuff is going on, you can always click this small box out here and it will show you that what all stuff is coming up. So right now there's a new notification about January 18th, and this is your small island where you can actually do stuff for your Chinese New Year. Now there is a thing that you have to understand, that with this New Year event there are going to be something called red envelopes, and red envelopes is not by harvesting already you have harvested, like for example like 20 or 30 parsnip or some cabbage or beetroot and everything. It will be from that day on. So clearly written out here that at Sunflowerland, if you discover enough red envelopes, you can mint free pumpkin wearables or rare SFTs each day during Chinese New Year event. Players can discover red envelopes by gathering a certain resource. Each time you collect a resource, there'll be a random chance that you discover one of these red envelopes. So there is no way around it. So you have to play the game the way it is. Basically, you are harvesting. So for example, on the 20th of January, get ready with a lot of beetroot because that's what you have to harvest. 21st will be trees. 22nd January, cauliflowers. 23rd January, potatoes. 24th January, parsnips. 25th January, cabbages, and 26th January, sunflowers. So these are the 7 days that has been selected. Now, when you collect enough of these red envelopes, you can mint a free wearable for the Chinese Lion Mask NPC. So basically 25 red envelopes, you'll get a background, and 125 you get a lion dance mask or something like that. Minting these items does not burn the red envelope, so do not forget that they're not going to take those envelopes away. All those envelopes that you have minted will stay with you because Maneki Neko is which is a small cat. It's once you collect like 50 red envelopes and 1 gold, you visit Goblin Retreat. There's 30,000 of these to be minted. It's a limited edition entry, which means that you will not get this ever again. So it will be one time. And the good thing about this Neko or this cat is that it has a boost on it. So every time you can shake paw of one cat to potentially receive a random food consumable. So here is a question. The question will be, can I mint more than one cat? That's what we have to ask. I'm going to go to the chat and then I'll post in my Twitter whether we can mint more than one cat or not. But apparently if you have like a farm filled with like 5 or 6 cat or 10 cats or stuff like that, you can get these soups, sweeps, cakes, burgers, crunch, basically everything that is consumable, you can get it, and you can use that to level up your XP. So good kind of an update. I think this Chinese New Year event is going to be very, very popular. Also, this Maneki Neko should start going at a good price, so keep those goals and those envelopes, and start playing for it. I think most of the time you're going to be spending a lot of time with potatoes. This is a 6-hour beetroot is like, I think, let's check beetroot. How much time does beetroot take? Beetroot should take 3 hours, so try to stock them as much as you can right now. So for example, I should buy the whole thing because in every sink you're going to lose, so make sure you have enough of seeds in stock. Obviously people those who are having cubicle, you guys do not have to worry because all seeds are free for you. People those do not have it, they will have to go through this route. Now remember this, it doesn't matter how much crops you have. It literally doesn't matter how much crops you have. All matters on that day, you have to play the game, which means you have to plant the seed, and on your harvest you get a random chance of winning some sort of red envelope. So that's what you're looking for. Also go into FAQ and you'll be seeing these questions asked and which has been answered. Can I trade red envelopes? No. Make sure you use them before the event ends. There is no planned for future utility. What does that mean? So for example, you will see in my chest, in my basket actually, I have an 823 war bonds, which has no utility right now. Fertilizers I can use. I have one SFO coupon for free trade which I can use, but this 823 war bonds have no use, which is my fault. I should have utilized those 800 bonds. So basically make sure if you are going into it and if you're going for it, you do not trade or do not do any sort of peer-to-peer transfer. Probably I think you cannot even do peer-to-peer transfer of red envelopes and stuff like that. These are rare cosmetic. What is the purpose of pumpkin wearables? These are rare cosmetic items for your pumpkin. Okay. What am I guaranteed to receive from Maneki Neko? The Maneki Neko rewards are purely random and not always given. Do not always expect rewards. So, which means that whenever you have these and whenever you shake the paw of one cat, there is a potential that you might receive a consumable, might not receive a consumable. So it's randomly generated, which is another mechanic added to the game. I love it. What if I discover a red envelope after the event? It is possible that one of your crops planted during the event will yield a red envelope. This envelope cannot be used for anything once the event has finished. So that sums up more or less everything that you need to know about red envelopes. So let's do a quick recap. Red envelopes can be got by harvesting on that particular day, which starts from 20th to the 26th. Every day you have certain amount of crops to harvest, so make sure you're harvesting that crop and doing it for keep on harvesting till the end of the day, like 24 hours or so, or you're playing it for 8 hours, so you can do it for 8 hours. And that is the reason they did not add wheat, because wheat takes 21 hours. So this will be other crops that are there, and every time you harvest that, there will be envelopes that you'll be receiving. Do not transfer those envelopes, or you might see that the envelopes are not showing up to transfer. The reason again behind that, they are not transferable. Ultimate goal will be to get that Maneki Neko. I think it's going to be great. Probably grabbing one or two just increases your chances of having at least one sort of cake, but it is random. Has great potential in resale, so if you're planning to resell and stuff like that, it has great potential. But there are other stuff that's going on coming this week, so you have to be focused on what you're doing. Okay, so that will be all from the channel Techado. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. Our next video on Sunflowerland will be the new updates about the fruits and what to do with fruits, and I do not know whether you have unlocked fruits or not, plots, because that requires a lot of expansion and stuff like that. So take care. See you folks on another episode. Till then, goodbye.